Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Jemiser, and we just got the notification that we will be getting 2 additional legends, and it will be Jedi Master Luke Skywalker and Sith Eternal Emperor. So another Skywalker, another Jedi Master Luke Skywalker, and another Emperor Palpatine. So let's take a look at the post. So we are getting Sith Eternal Emperor and Jedi Master Luke Skywalker. They will be joining this holotable soon. So what I'm seeing, I already read this post, and what I'm seeing is that we will be getting 2 additional legends, and they will be similarly powerful to Legend Rey and Legend Kylo. So we will be getting double drops to get prepared for the long farm, and we will be getting in cantina notes. Will be great to get some relic materials. I will recommend to hoard them as much as possible. Fleet battle notes, which is also great if you are, for instance, still farming Mando and Grief. Grief is, of course, a great choice if you want to have also the Rebel tank, the Rebel fleet tank, which could be also a requirement for Jedi Master Luke Skywalker. I'm leaning towards maybe it's the case. Light side battle notes, mod battle notes, which is also great, and dark side battle notes. So what we don't know is if we take a look at the requirements that we are seeing, Mod Mothma Relic 5, which is not yet released into any node, and we don't know where she will be ending. 3PO and Chewie Relic 5, we don't know where they will be landing. Obi-Wan Kenobi Old Ben Relic 5, which is not a bad requirement, since a lot of us will also have him, because he was part of the General Anakin Skywalker counter, and having a high relic Old Ben was actually desirable. So we have Rey Jedi training at Relic 7. Well, if you have Rey, you will have Rey Jedi training at Relic 7. C3PO Relic 5, not a bad choice. I mean, high relic on C3PO maybe not be that appealing, but it helps definitely when you think about Geonosis light side, or it's not a bad choice. It's not that bad. Where I'm seeing here requirements that are not there are characters that are usable, and that's in contrast with what we have to relic up for Rey and Kylo. It's not looking that bad. So we have now Sith Eternal Emperor. So we have the requirements are Admiral Piet, which is or Admiral Piet, which is going to be released soon. So at Relic 5, and what I'm seeing already in his kit is that this character is far from being garbage. So not a bad choice. Royal Guard Relic 3. Well, this is something as a character that most of us won't have high relic or G13 at all, but he is a pilot with together, if I remember correctly, he's one of the pilots of the Emperor shuttle, so not a bad ship, and I'm thinking he could be a really good tank at high relics, so maybe not fully garbage. Darth Vader Relic 7. I mean, one of the most fun characters in the game right now, part of the Legend Rey counter. At least one really good counter for her. And since the latest rework he had, he's a hell of a character and highly desirable at Relic 7. So not a bad choice. Emperor Palpatine Relic 7. If you have Kylo, you have Emperor Palpatine or Relic 7. so not a bad thing. And, well, Director Krennic Relic 4. Oh my god. I mean, some of the spenders in this game will have him at least at G12 from the time he was released, and he did a, I would say, second tier team together with Death Trooper. He had some uses at the beginning of Grand Arena Championship, but nowadays, even if Arnold thinks he's great, which I don't think he thinks, uh, right now, if he doesn't get a touch up, or if we don't find a way to pair him with Admiral Piet or something like that, he's garbage. So out of 10 requirements we are seeing, I'm only spotting one: garbage. And that's nice. That's something I'm really liking about this announcement. So now, if I want to take a look how my roster is already looking for beginning this legend chase. So I'm going to go into the rebels first. I mean, I don't have to take a look at my Jedi Train Rey. She's Relic 7, so that's already out of the equation. So we have Mon Mothma, which I have 4 stars and G11. She's a great character. She makes 4 useless rebels into a great team that can take out some meta teams. So, not a bad idea to relic her up. I mean, she's a character a little bit like C3PO or Hermit Yoda. She's difficult to target, and the only thing I see where I need her at higher relics is because her summoned character will be based on her stats. So mixed feeling about going relic 4 on her, but for sure not a bad character, and I will of course pursue that. So 3PO and Chewie. 3PO and Chewie is great. It's a great character. He's a beast. And I mean, if you pair him additionally with the other Chewie, it makes a hell of an onslaught when for instance if you had also Wraith Han, when he opens fire, then hell breaks loose. So great character, and I'm really looking forward to G13 him and probably putting Relic 7 also, because he will be assisting a lot, and also his AOE is brutal. I'm looking forward to it. So what we have additionally was C3PO, which I already have Relic 5. Don't ask me why I went so high on his relic. Probably just because I wanted to be a little bit more safe when using him with Padme and light side Geonosis. So, and we have old Ben, which I already have Relic 5 because I used him a lot when he was part of the CLS counter to General Skywalker. Doesn't look that bad, but we have a lot. The Rebel faction is really big, and I'm actually expecting Master Luke Skywalker to be pulling his requirements more from the Rebel faction than from the Resistance faction, since we have him barely interacting with any other Resistance character that wasn't Jedi Train Rey. Okay, so let's take a look at Empire right now. Empire. So here it looks a little bit worse. So I have, of course, Darth Vader Relic 7 because I liked that character a lot. I loved his rework, and I'm looking forward every time to use him in Arena or in territory wars or in the Grand Arena Championship, just because of the fun of a match using him. So Emperor Palpatine Relic 7, of course, because I have Legend Kylo, and here we start with the problems. I have a G10 Royal Guard, but I don't think it is a waste of a relic if I put him to relic 3, if I remember correctly. I think he can get some use. I can get some use out of him. And then we have Director Krennic. I have him at G9. That's going to be painful, to be honest. I I don't like gearing him up. I resisted the time when he had some use in Grand Arena Championship or in Territory Wars paired with Death Trooper. Most of the spender guys had him at G12, but I resisted. It was never a character where I really liked his kit. It looked um, it didn't look that bad on paper, but after seeing him in action, it was I never got the need to gear him up. And the other character that will be needed is not yet in this list because not released yet. Is General Piet, Admiral Piet, sorry. And by the looks of it, on his kit, he will be a great character. So, and now I want to talk a little bit about the approach going into this Legend chase. I hope that we will have a similar time frame that we had for the Rey and Kylo events. And I mean, if we have a similar time frame, depending, of course, on the amount of requirements we get, we will be in a situation where we will be able to choose which of the two legends we will be getting first, or if we are getting only one, or if we will go in and try to get both at the same time, like some of the worlds will be, most of the worlds will be doing, and I will be probably doing the same. But my recommendation would be, we have only seen 5 characters. Some of you guys will be saying, okay, I have most of the requirements for the dark side, or I have most of the requirements for the light side. But we are looking only at a very small part of the picture. So there's 2 aspects to it. So at the end, once we have the full list of requirements, the the character we may be looking after may shift from one to another based on what we have. But also, once we see the kit for the legends themselves, we might see also a shift in our priorities. I mean, if you remember when we first saw the kits for Rey and Kylo, I think 75% of the guys thought, okay, Rey will be the bearer of the 2 legends. That's the one we have to go after. And of course, there was also the aspect with light side Geonosis, because we were all struggling there, and we thought, well, getting the first legend to be the one from the light side will help us a lot there. But I wouldn't base my decision only on that. Take a look at the first days, also when the legends were released and they were already appearing in Arena. Everyone thought Rey is the good one, because if we are be honest, even today, if you don't have the ultimate ability, Rey is the better one. But once you unleash the ultimate abilities, it shifts. Then Kylo is probably the better one, and also the more versatile one, because we can use him also in raids. He's soloing every single raid. He is probably going to be the go-to character when a new raid or new content gets released. And it didn't look like it at the beginning, so I would farm the character shards and the gear for both factions. Of course, as much as you can in the pace you can follow, but I wouldn't place the gear yet. Not yet, just until you see how all requirements look like and how the legend kits look like. And maybe we will get some surprises in the meantime. I mean, we only see a small part of the picture, and it looks like it will be uh, Empire on one side and it will be Rebels on the other side. But we don't know. Remember when we saw um, veteran Han required for Kylo and Emperor Palpatine required for Kylo. It was unexpected. We were expecting actually full faction requirements and not uh, getting a light side character for Kylo and an Empire character for Kylo, which wasn't really expected. So with all that said, it will be an interesting interesting chase. Will be an interesting weeks coming up, and let's see what we get. And at least looking at the beginning from the 10 first characters we look as requirements, only one of them is garbage. That's an improvement. So thank you very much for your time, and G-Miser out.